Morning. It's Monday and officially 6 weeks out from Ironman Galveston 70.3. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty wiped from this weekend, from the 55-mile bike ride with the 4-mile brick run, and then yesterday's 14-mile run downtown and through Riverside. But no time to waste. Today we got a 2,000-yard swim, and then we've got a 20-mile bike ride. Checked the weather this morning, and it's going to be a high of 70 degrees, so we're going to get outside, and I'm super excited about that because here in Oklahoma, we've been getting all types of different weather. Yesterday was 40, mid-40s, maybe high 40s, and it was durable, but I don't have any cold biking gear, being a little bit of a wuss. It's expensive, so I've just been sticking to the trainer on the cold days and getting outside when it's warmer temperatures. So 70 degrees, really pumped up. Start this morning out with The Grind by Axe and Sledge. Very good recovery drink and hydration mix. It's BCAAs and EAA mix, and I absolutely love it. Matter of fact, I won their giveaway competition from the Democracy Elite and won 13 cans of it. So it's been getting me through my Ironman training and keeping me hydrated, put it that way. So gonna eat some breakfast, scarf it down, and we're gonna head to the pool. After the pool, we're gonna come back, we're gonna fuel up, we're gonna get ready for the bike ride, and we're gonna get a little bit of action outside today. Super pumped up. One of my all-time favorite, well, I don't have the brand, Kodak waffles, pretty damn good. My next go-to are these birch benders. They're great as protein. 2 waffles is 180 calories. Can't beat that, man. Hard to beat. Especially if you put a tablespoon of peanut butter on each, and this, I think it's called Carrie's sugar-free syrup, if I can get it out. Yeah, sugar-free syrup. 2 tablespoons, 5 calories. It's like a relatively, really, really low-calorie breakfast. Good, significant amount of fat and protein to start your morning. It is Valentine's Day. I got my lovely wife some flowers and a bag full of goodies. I think she's happy about it. I don't know. We'll find out. Got her a card too. Card's pretty dope. I'll let you guys look at it. I want to pamper you. And it's not necessarily like a love script or anything, love poem on the inside. It's coupons. You get a date night, movie night, breakfast in bed, back rub. You're one day as 100% the boss. When is the wife not the boss? Let's be honest. And then a wild card. That was pretty cool and unique. I think she'll like it. I'm just curious what the wild card's gonna be. Anyways, time to hit the pool. We're gonna stop by the car wash, make a pit stop. This Kraken here is extremely dirty. It's been a while since I've washed her. And then we're gonna go fuel up some gas and head to the pool. Crap, don't you hate that? You drop your keys down in the gunnel. My hands and arms are too damn big, and it's always a struggle. Swim is complete. We did 2,000 yards. Average pace was 1 minute and 52 seconds. Still slow, still learning. Everything was in intervals of 200 yards, so it'd be like 100 yards easy, 50 yards moderate, then 50 yards fast. Then the next set would be like 50 yards moderate, 100 yards fast, 50 yards easy, and so on and so forth until we hit 200 meters, 2,000 meters. Cannot talk. We go home, fuel up, warm up, because it is cold. That pool, tell you what, man, Makes me shiver after I get out. Very successful swim. Just completed 2,000 yards in intervals of 200 yards. So each set was 200 yards. The way that worked was it would be like 100 yards, very slow pace, 50 yards moderate, and 50 yards fast. Then the next set of 200s would be 100 yards moderate, 50 yards fast, then 50 yards slow. We just kind of mixed it around in different speeds. Each 200 got harder the closer I got to 2,000. In between each break, at the beginning I started at 10 seconds. Next set I'd go 20-second rest. I'd go 10-second rest in between the first set. Second set was 20 seconds, then 30 seconds, then 40 seconds. And we started all the way back over to the first set and repeated the process. Hope that makes sense to you. I know it's a little confusing. It's new to me trying to explain to people like you, so bear with me. I will get better over time. I was gonna get a car wash before the pool. I swung by the car wash and it was absolutely packed. It is such a nice day. Everybody's trying to wash their cars. So I'm gonna go wash my truck right now. And my truck's name is Kraken. It's kind of different, but I don't know. I think I was drunk when I named it. So maybe we could rename it. We'll see. We're out here at the gathering place, just off of Riverside. We're at the halfway point. We have a total of 30 miles planned. Where we just headed into the wind. It was 10 to 15 mile per hour, roughly. Maintained at 18.2 mile per hour average, mile per hour average. Happy to be outside, man. I love the road. It beats the heck out of biking on a trainer. Having this stuff hooked up to Zwift. Anyway, we're gonna fuel up, head back home. Got my Hucky Batman socks on. I don't know if you can see it, but they're my favorite pair of socks to ride in. Get you back at home. Man, I'm really beat up this morning. We're making the protein smudge oatmeal bowl combination that I have every morning. Starting off with the grind to hydrate. The family just left for work and daycare. And I can't decide if I need to go back to sleep or if I should just try to stay up, do some studying, and we're gonna go swim the pool at 11, from 11 to 1. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what else is on the agenda today. Maybe probably a run, and if we have enough time, we'll squeeze a workout at the gym in there. So yeah, like I said, tired. It's catching up to me. On our way to Bixby Bicycles and Accessory. Going to get my bike fitted and then getting a tune-up for the bike. Never been fitted for my bike. Come to find out, pretty important thing to do. Makes a world of difference for riding. But yeah, so I'm really interested on what's going to change, if anything, because the way I have my bike set up, I haven't had any issues, no injuries, no tweaks in the knees or ankles or anything. Very relaxed in the aero position, and so I'm just curious what all might change, what will change, if anything. And then I know it needs a tune-up. Get it cleaned up and get the sprocket and chain cleaned out as well, and whatever else they do with the tune-up, I'll make sure to ask questions when I get there. But I've gone to Bixby Bicycles and Accessories before. The place is phenomenal. Very, very great with help. very knowledgeable people. You don't get that stuck up kind of vibe that some of these bikers have. Some of them are just, I don't know, it's a different, bikers are a different breed, kind of. They're just stuck up. It's like a rich man sport. You can't be a broke person in the biking industry. I feel like more of the old school bikers, you know, that are the older generation, they're extremely nice. But you got some of these like mid-30s, they're cocky sons of guns. Anyways, we're gonna go to the bike shop and we're gonna go swim. I've got 1,800. I got 1,800 yards today. We're doing fast 100s, so 100-yard swims. We're gonna take 30 to 45 minute break in between the hundreds. Get my heart rate down and catch a breath real quick, and then we're aiming for speed for each interval, or each set, interval set, whatever. Then after that, we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna lift shoulders and we're gonna do shoulders and biceps, and then come home. We'll fuel up, and I've got a 7-mile run to do. Got another great, perfect day in Oklahoma. It's gonna be a high of 70 in the middle of February. But that's all gonna change in 2 days. 2 days we have a chance of snow, and it's gonna be like 28 degrees. So that's Oklahoma for you. You never know what you're gonna get, but we're certainly gonna take advantage of the good weather when we have it. So
visit us online.
So the bike fitting was a little, I mean, I guess I gained some information from it. It was I shouldn't have done it. I had no problems with where my bike was or the way it was set up, and due to his measurements and getting on the bike and riding in front of him and him doing his thing, absolutely nothing needed to be changed. So that's a good thing, knowing that my bike was set up in the correct positions. Although my bike is in really rough shape. Some of the bearings and the pedals, not the pedals, but I don't know the terminology, God. My bike needs some work. I do nothing about cleaning the chain and the gears. So we're gonna replace the chain. He's looking into a couple other, he's gonna clean it and make sure all the brakes and the wires for the gears and the knobs and all that stuff is all tightened and works correctly. It is not a cheap sport by any means. The whole thing cost me $220, and that's including the fitting, which I'm irritated about myself. I don't know. I knew that my bike, I've had no problems with it, so I just went ahead and did it for clarity, and now I'm beating myself up about it, which, whatever. But on the bright side, my bike's gonna be riding pretty good. I know I had a couple problems shifting gears in a certain position, certain gears at a certain speed with the rotating the pedals. I get this clicking noise, so I know it needs a tune-up for sure. But that's why we save up money, right? In case we need to pay for shit like that. But we just got to the swimming pool here at Jinx High School. Like I said earlier, we're gonna do 1,800 yards, 100 yards, 100 yard sets. We're gonna do them fast. We're gonna go fastest, boy. Probably shouldn't have said that. I don't know if YouTube, all the cancel culture crap, I'm not sure if they're cool with cussing anymore. Whatever. The whole cancel culture thing is just absolutely ridiculous, but that's my opinion. You don't gotta agree with me. Just kind of bummed. I can't figure out why. Not sure. One of those days, I guess. Not even motivated really. But work's got to be done, right? Regardless of how I feel. And that's what separates an athlete from a wannabe athlete, you know. A lot of things got to be done in life. whether you want to do it or not, it's got to be done, right? All right, I'm gonna try to pump myself up here before I go head in the pool, and then I'm super excited because I added steak into my meal prep. I've never done steak. I always do ground turkey, ground beef, sometimes bison. It's a little high in fat, but and then I'll do chicken. So we've got steak ready, all shredded up and meal prepped. Pretty pumped about that. We're gonna use a sweet Thai chili, 0 calorie by Hugh G, I think, Hugh G barbecue sauce company. They make a sugar-free sweet Thai chili sauce, so I'm pretty excited to try that out. It's funny how my mood changed from talking about finances into training, and then it's like you bring food in the conversation, like, oh yeah, man. I make sure my meal prep stays phenomenal because if your food's not, if you get so bland sometimes, you gotta add some sauce. Sauce is like the key ingredient to staying on track with your chicken and rice or steak and rice or whatever. If you just do steak and rice or ground beef and rice, it's bland. You gotta add some, sugar-free ketchup, a little bit of barbecue sauce, or, not a whole lot. You don't have to drain it in there, but just enough to get a taste. That's all that matters. So yeah, we'll go home, we'll fuel up, and then gonna go to the gym. We got a 7-mile run. I like in my Training Peaks. I use Training Peaks for recording my workouts and stuff like that. And in the notes for the 7-mile run, it says, dynamic warm up, dynamic cool down, first 5 miles at a steady pace, last 2 miles, run faster. I don't know if he put faster to like make me run faster than what I typically am, but for some reason, I just love like the last 2-3 miles I've ever run. I typically run faster. Like I just got all this energy, run's almost done, put it all out there. And lately I've been running like my very, very last miles of my long runs, I've been hitting like 7 minutes and 30 seconds to 7 minutes and 10 seconds, I guess you could say. So today, let's see if I can get mile 7 under sub 7 minutes. I think we can do it. That's what I'm aiming for. Gotta set goals. If you don't set goals, what's the point, What are you working for? You're just doing it to do it. If you don't set goals before your workouts, you're not going to know where you stand. You're not going to know where you got to know what you need to work on. So setting goals is important. You're not going to accomplish that goal every single time. You set one, and that's why you set a goal, so you have something to work on. Yeah. I'll catch you at lunchtime. Sound good? Lunchtime. I am eating lunch in bed and watching HWMF podcast. We got steak, broccoli, and rice. Damn it. God damn it. Excuse me, I'll have to blur that one out. I'll pick it up in just a second. Swimming went well. Went to the grocery store. Actually got a massage gun for $15 freaking from the $5 below store. I was like, is this worth it? Because, everything they sell at the $5 below store is absolutely cheap. And he says the best thing they sell in their store. He really enjoyed the gun, massage gun, so it's charging right now. We'll give it a shot tonight right before we go to bed. I'm going to continue to finish my lunch, get some rest. We're going to hit the gym, then afterwards we're going to go on a 7-mile run. And I get tonight off. I don't have to work tonight, so I'll be able to hang out with my boys and get to play with them. Kind of looking forward to it. I didn't get a whole lot of time to spend and play. I'm usually just non-stop busting and grinding, so it's been a good day. My morning has turned around, so I don't have to work tonight. I am headed to pick up some hydration packets, liquid IV, for my training tonight. I'm all out of electrolytes. The brand I use is called Liquid IV, and it's got my carb, sodium that I need for my workouts to get me through the training. Very important to have something along the lines. I mean, you can choose Noon, you can choose LMNT. What else is there? Gatorade Endurance is another brand. Hydration is very, very important. So having those supplements will help you out in the long run. And there's my seatbelt reminder. Thank God for that reminder. I don't hardly ever wear a seatbelt, but I mean, I do after a couple minutes of being in the truck. It reminds me to put my seatbelt on. Those things are, they save me a ticket and they keep me safe. That being said, after I go to the store and grab some Liquid IV, I'm gonna come home. My family should be home from work and daycare, and I'll get to play with my kids. Pretty excited about that. I hardly ever get to play with my kids. Just non-stop running and gunning. You'll get to meet my little boys if you haven't already. I'm not quite sure. I think they've been in one of my videos, but whew. Not going to be training on the bike for a couple days due to it being in the shop, but that's okay. We've got some extra running plans, and I added a couple of strength workouts for going to the gym and lifted some weights. God, I miss that. Just one of my all-time favorite things to do. Oh well, different goals in mind, different style training. I've learned to fall in love with this process over the time. At first, I wasn't a big fan, but I liked it because it was a challenge. Now it's something I'm pretty damn good at, I'd like to think. And yeah, test day will be April 3rd. Ironman Galveston 70.3. Dinner time. Ain't that right, Crosby? He's cheese. So what are we eating? We eating some spaghetti? Spaghetti? We're eating spaghetti.
Daddy.
You say hi?
Hi.
This is Crosby. He will be 2 in May. We're almost there. Tonight we are eating lean ground beef with chickpea noodles and organic tomato sauce. I'm not sure the flavor, but pretty stoked to try these new chickpea noodles out. We usually just do gluten-free, but I saw these on the shelf. I figured I'd try them. A little bit healthier option than your typical average, your regular noodle. So my oldest son, he's in a pretty bad mood. My wife's getting on to him right now. He's in timeout. But yeah, we're gonna chow down. I've got a 7-mile run and pretty hungry, so making my go-to meal, oatmeal with peanut butter and a scoop of protein. Sorry, my hair's all a mess. Had the swim cap on, so I don't know why I'm apologizing to you. Not like I care what you think. I kind of do, but not really. So this is, man, I have fallen in love with this. It is amazing. So I added the peanut butter in there. It's underneath the protein. It's underneath the protein powder. And you just mix it in there. I add a little bit more water than what the oatmeal calls for, but that's just because it allows the protein powder to mix better. If I add exactly what the oatmeal is asking for, it makes it really, really dry. It's hard to get the protein to mix in well, so I usually end up adding more water whenever I do that. Stuff is so good. Highly recommend you guys trying it. 100%, you will fall in love. You can do any flavor. I've been sticking to maple brown sugar, blueberry, and There's this almond one that I've been trying where it has little slivers of almond in it. That's pretty good. It gives it a good crunch. I promise you'll love it. You guys need to try it out. But yep, I'm gonna let this settle in for about 45 minutes. We're gonna go on a run. Can't decide. So it's nighttime. It's like 8:30. Can't decide if I want to go run outside or if I want to go to the gym, hit the treadmill, possibly work out afterwards. Still pretty decent outside. It's like 55 degrees, so it's not bad weather to run in. I might end up doing that because the next couple of days, like we're supposed to get a chance of snow on Thursday, I think. It's Oklahoma for you. But just wanted to show you this little concoction here. So I'm about to head out for my 7-mile run, but before I do so, I wanted to show you my new running shoes that I just got. These are the Brooks Aurora Blue Line. These things are amazing. The amount of cushion these bad boys have make you feel like you're running on clouds. It's a very nice feeling. They're a little pricey, so you get what you pay for, but these things are well ventilated. I'll show you here. Very, very well ventilated. And apparently, they've been injected with nitrogen in the heel here. I'm not exactly sure what that's supposed to do. I'll have to look that up. I literally went to the store and just started trying on different pairs of shoes, and I tried roughly 10 or 12 different pairs, and I stuck with these because they felt amazing. I did not look at the price. I wanted to avoid all that. I just wanted to get something that felt good for me. Come to find out, it's damn near the most expensive shoe in the store. But the reason why I got new running shoes because my old pair, which are the Brooks GTS, Adrenaline GTS. So, backstory. I kept running with my heels clicking together. I would plant and rub my heels across the shoes. So both of them ended up getting pretty chewed up. Now, I don't normally run like this. I have an old treadmill, and this is where the damage on these shoes come from. The old treadmill didn't have enough power. Every time I'd plant my foot, the treadmill would stop. So I learned to run a special way to keep that treadmill going, to keep the momentum so I wouldn't get caught up and keep tripping on the treadmill. And in doing so, I was rubbing my heels together and absolutely annihilated this shoe. But I did get 988 miles in these bad boys. So if you're looking for a good running shoe, great running shoe, go with the Brooks Adrenaline GTS 21. I think they have a new shoe, the 22. I don't know anything about it, but the 21s were amazing. Treated me very well. As you can see, the tread, it's a little bit worn out over here and kind of in the toe area, but other than that, very, very nice. Got a good amount of tread in. Like I said, there's the worn out area. But the rest of the shoe is in pretty good condition. The reason why I swapped out shoes is has a lot of give right here. And you need as much stability as you can get. Plus, I'm sure if I ran long enough in them, I would probably injure myself. Just now. Just completed the 7-mile run. First 5 miles were at state pace. The last 2 were faster than the first 5. Mile 6 was a 7:30, I think. Mile 7 was a 6:58. Very, very happy about that. My average heart rate was 130 overall. I'll take it. Very impressive. Anyways, we're gonna cool down. Then we'll go home, get a protein shake and start hydrating. Then I will just do some yoga, foam roll, and I got this new massage gun. I'm very excited to do that. Good morning. So I jumped on the scale this morning after my workout. Went to the gym and ran and then lifted a little bit of weights. But back to the scale. I weighed 190 and I haven't weighed 190 in a couple of years. And it was a bittersweet feeling. Losing weight is a good feeling, but I'm not trying to get too small. I like my muscle tone, and I've noticed that my muscle has slowly been decreasing just due to the fact that I'm doing so much conditioning and not very much of the lifting weights, just due to Ironman training it's so time consuming. But I'm trying to maintain my weight, and for breakfast I've got creamer ice with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter and 1 scoop of protein powder. And then I'm going to eat a breakfast sandwich. So I've got Dave's Killer Bread, the bagel, I think it's the Epic Everything bagel, with 3 slices of bacon, and then 1 egg and 5 egg whites, and then a tablespoon of shredded cheese. And we're gonna top it off with Miss Renfro's ghost pepper salsa. Not exactly sure how many calories and the macros on this, but I'll total it up later. I'm not really concerned with that. After I eat breakfast, I'm gonna let the food settle. I'm gonna go for a swim at the pool. I don't remember what's on the schedule today, but for the swim, I only had a 3-mile run, and boy was that it was fun. So freaking easy, barely broke a sweat. That's such an awesome feeling. Over the summer, 3 miles, I was huffing and puffing, and my entire shirt was drenched. But so lots of progress has been made from then till now. But we're gonna go to the pool. We're gonna knock out probably 45 minutes to an hour of a swim. I'm gonna come back and fuel up, and then I plan to go back to the gym and get a weight session and go lift some weights. And I've got work later tonight. I've been sleeping like crap. Sleep is crucial for recovery, and I know that, and I've been slacking on it. I did not go to bed early last night, but I did wake up early this morning and knock out my training, which I need to get in the habit of that, because it's just going to allow my body to get in that cycle of waking up early and get used to high heart rate and, sweating, and just get the body moving, because on race day, the race is bright and early in the morning. And if I'm not prepared for that, then I don't know how well I'm going to perform on race day. So I'm going to eat. I always fail to check the weather before I wash my vehicles. And of course, 2 days later, we're getting snow flurries, and it was raining this morning. And my truck is dirty again. It's my fault. I do that every time. You think I'd learn a lesson by now. Oh well. Yeah, they said we were supposed to get snow, and I didn't believe them. You never know in Oklahoma, to be honest with you. Oklahoma's weather's all over the place. But speaking of losing weight, I was wearing these jeans, these cargo pants, whatever you want to call them, over summer, and they fit just fine. Now they're big. I'm gonna have to go change my wardrobe. I was wearing these jeans this morning, and everything's just so loose. About to have to go put another notch in my belt. I mean, it's a good and bad thing. It's just so I was big. I used to weigh 300 pounds. 303 was the heaviest I've ever weighed, and decided to get my shit together and take care of my health. So I started losing weight. I was meal prepping, going to the gym, running, doing 2 days. I have an addictive personality. I had just gotten clean and decided that I needed to change. So I just dove headfirst into the fitness and health industry. and it's stuck with me since. But I have a problem with body image issues of myself, and I find that I judge other people's bodies, and I know that's terrible to do, but what your body looks like tells a lot about a person. Tells you a lot about a person. I feel like you'll be clear in the head, and you'll be able to take care of others even better than you had before, because you're not too concerned about yourself. You've got that on check. I've got lots of work to do, don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. It's just something I deal with losing that weight. You know, I'm constantly judging my body every day. One day I think it looks good, the next day, literally maybe even 3-4 hours later, I check myself in the mirror and I'm like, what the, oh, you gotta work on this area, you gotta work on that area, you know, you're slipping. Some could relate to this, but if you haven't had a weight loss journey, or, you know, gained muscle, or trying to do bodybuilding, you know, any kind of like physique thing, you're not gonna understand. And I'm trying my best to explain, but so there's always room for improvement. That being said, I'm running late to the pool. No planned workout for the pool today, but I'm just going to the pool because I can always use the work. The pool is it's my weakness, and I would like to go into Ironman race with absolute confidence in the swim. If I get the swim down, I'll be golden for race day. That was one of the best swims I've had since I've started swimming, honestly. I went into it with, you know, a good attitude. I'm gonna take it easy and just get the reps in. I'm really glad I did that. It was just a very, very smooth workout. There wasn't a whole lot of drag or resistance. My technique probably was the best. I was just smooth. It was a great feeling. I don't know what my time or pace was, and I'm not going to worry about my pace too much. I just want to be comfortable in the water. I kept my breathing under control, which led to my heart rate being low. Once you get your heart rate out of control and it's, you know, you feel like you're kind of redlining in the pool, in the water, it's not a good feeling. You got to get comfortable in the pool in order to, like, kind of control those things. That's why every minute in the pool counts. It really does. Get in the pool as much as you can. If you're thinking about doing some sort of Ironman or triathlon, you really want to get comfortable in the pool. And I'm starting to be comfortable. I'm not 100% comfortable by any means, but it's my confidence has been boosted after probably the last 2-3 weeks being in the pool. Great stuff. I'm gonna go inside, hydrate, eat some chicken and rice. Woo! I got some new teriyaki sauce that I'm gonna throw on there. I'm pretty excited. I haven't tried it. I think it's called Hugh G's barbecue. It's sugar-free. I normally do Sweet Baby Ray's, I think. What am I thinking? Anyway, gonna go hydrate, eat tonight, the rest of the day. Really, I'm freed up. I've got work later tonight. Unfortunately, I won't be seeing my family. They'll probably all be asleep by the time I get home. Just got off work, headed to the gym to finish up chest and shoulders from this morning. Come home and eat, then shower up, probably do some stretching and a little bit of foam rolling. I probably don't need to foam roll, but I'm gonna stretch. And by stretching, I always mean doing yoga. I find it the most beneficial. because it helps with my balance, and my balance is very poor. But anyways, after I wrap all that up, I'm gonna go to bed, wake up bright and early, and we're gonna hit. I'm gonna hit the pool, not we. I keep saying we. I'm gonna hit the pool. You get to watch me.